You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Happy Thursday. Well, today I'm going to render my Scott logic directly in your direction. And I want to talk about how great you are and how perfect you are. Or at least how perfect you try to be. When you try to get the things you want to do, try to create your dreams, go from this crazy disruption that we have in life every single day, and that's okay, it's normal, to creating your dreams, how perfect you are. And sometimes because you're so perfect, it just kind of doesn't work, does it? One of my favorite topics, talk about it all the time, and we'll chat about it today a little bit as well to get you on the right track, I hope. But not to say you're not on the right track, you probably are. It's a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. And the truth is that all of us in our lifetime are going to go through disruptions, no matter how good things are, no matter how positive we are. And I'm a positive guy. No matter how many transitions we go through, what's going to end up happening is that disruptions are going to show up. Some are little, some are tiny, and some are like earth-shattering. It happens. Why? Because that's the way the world is. It's just how it is. And more so than ever, by the way, it's going to happen. So if we know it's going to happen, and we know life is going to be going from the time we're born to the time we die, and in between is just a bunch of minutes thrown together that kind of move in all kinds of different directions and disrupt. In between, the really good times are going to be disruption times. We know that's going to happen. Where do we fix it? We fix it every day. Happy people get out of bed and know stuff's going to happen. Not good stuff. We're just going to deal with it. And we'll pass through it and we'll get to something else. So every single day, that's what this show does. We basically take what is thrown at us, and then we look at the dreams that we decided we want to go after, and we go after them no matter what. We deal with it. We get it done. Works pretty darn well, too. I'm so happy to have you here today. My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Making some changes over there. Kind of cool. Website's in development in the back end right now. And a lot of changes coming, probably by the end of, it's Scott time here. It's tomorrow morning. No, it's the Scott time means like a month or so. So hang in there, okay? In the meantime, you can join us. We had today almost 60 people so far today join our Facebook group. And that's very cool. It's a neat place. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook if you're a Facebook kind of person. It's a cool group. It's a respectful group. There are smart people over there, and they've been talking quite a bit. I'm not always chatting because, not everybody wants dad in the room. That's okay. But if you want me, just tag me and I'll come into the room. Positive place. We watch it very closely. Smart people. Lots of great discussions happening, and we need more. So join us. dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. All right. The practice makes greatness thing. Have you heard the term practice makes perfect? I always think of Larissa. Larissa is one of our listeners. She goes back a very long time, 15 years maybe, one of the OGs. And she's a piano teacher, and she does piano recitals. So every time I think about practice and stuff, I think about Larissa practicing piano because that's what she does. But you probably have heard that practice makes perfect. Is that true? Does practice make perfect? Practice makes perfect, maybe. Possibly. It might be true. But what would you have to do to make that happen? If you're trying to acquire a skill set, and here's the thing, about 99% of the people in the world are not trying to acquire a new skill set. But if you had dreams that you want to accomplish, it's very likely you don't currently have the skill that you need to get there. I can tell you that you may have it to get started. You may have it for the next step, but 3 or 4 steps down the road, you're not going to have that skill. So you have to go out and acquire the skill. 99% of the people will not do that. You're the 1% you will. And what are you going to do when you go after that skill? Well, yeah, it's random at first. You kind of figure it out. It's like me learning to do this low-speed motorcycle operation. It's a hot mess. I'm dropping my beautiful Harley Davidson on the ground all the time, picking it up and doing it again. It's okay. I have things on that protect it. I'm going to practice. But the first thing I did was get a coach. Why? Well, if I practice on my own, I wouldn't be practicing properly, would I? I wouldn't be practicing perfectly, would I? I would need to practice and practice. I'd make some mistakes. So practice does not make perfect. What practice makes is permanent. Had I continued to do what I was doing, I would have gone on to try to accomplish my dreams, the things I've done over the years, with dog agility and all the stuff, and black belts and flying airplanes, the whole thing. If I'd practiced, good ways or bad ways, it wouldn't matter. What would matter is that it's a permanency that's there, and that's why you want to do this. If you practice bad thinking, you will get all the bad thoughts you could ever want. It's crazy because it's permanent. So if you're thinking bad today, then you're going to get really good at bad thoughts. It's permanent. Even if you're not very good at practicing bad thoughts, just get on the edge of it. You're still going to get it permanently. Practice makes permanent. Practice bad manners. A lot of that going around. You're going to get so good at being rude. You really, truly are. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't. You can be imperfect. You can be perfect. Makes no difference. But if you do it enough, you're just going to get really good at doing it. It's going to happen. A lot of times people say, I just want to focus on positivity. Well, do it then. Do it then, because you're going to get it. Practice makes permanent. If you get up every single day and say, I am going to be the light of the room, I'm going to buzz and make people happy, and I try to do that every single day, and I fail miserably much of the day. I do. I get grumpy. I get tired, whatever. I get short, like traffic gets in the way, like everybody else. But then I catch myself and go, wait a second, no. I don't want to practice that. I want to practice because practice is going to make permanent. I want to get it right. It is always the way. It will never change. And you can harness the power. Now, practice being positive. Positivity. Positive psychology, if you want to get into that. I'm not really into that too much. That's not my thing, but it's kind of what I do, but it's not really my thing. Practice being positive. Practice forward thinking. Practice believing life is good. That's what you're going to get. If you focus on, and you hear me talk about this all the time, life gets in the way. If you focus on that, life's going to get in the way. A lot of people call me on that all the time. Don't do that. Listen, I'm a realist. The Scott Logic tells me I got to look at the glass. I see both half full and half empty at the same time. So I can sit here and look at it and say, hey, life disrupts everything that we do, and I'm not getting the dreams that I want. I can see that every single day. At the same time, I can say, no, we're not going to focus on that. We're going to practice that forward thinking, that dream thinking. Not going to focus on what's in the way. Going to focus on how to get around it consistently every single day. Practice being a good person. Always thinking about others. You're going to permanently get that. And you're going to find yourself surrounded by really good people. Why? Because good people are attracted to good people. In fact, people are attracted to people. Bad people will not be attracted to you. Negative people will not be attracted to you. If they know they're not allowed in your tribe, it's not going to happen. If you practice everyday good people hygiene, attracting good, positive people in your life, and you put that out yourself, it's going to become permanent in your life. It doesn't matter. practice makes permanent. It also makes for greatness. So I don't know what you're trying to do right now. I want to make sure as I chat about this, I'm fully aware that you got your act together. You do. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to a lot of people right now, on average about 160,000 people. And you got your act together. In some way, shape, or form, you exceed me in so many ways, and you have your act together in ways that I can never even imagine. I'm always humbled by it. In fact, one thing I've learned over time is that I never make any assumptions about you whatsoever, because I'm going to be blown away by the truth. And yes, sometimes I've been blown away by some truths that told me you didn't have your act together, but you were trying. But most of the time, 99% of the time, I am blown away by your capability and your greatness, what you've done in your life, what you want to do in your life, and what you've accomplished. It's more than you would ever know, maybe, because maybe you've never allowed anybody else to know, and you let me in sometimes. But I know one thing. Whatever you have been doing your entire life to make me get to that point where I get to know you, go, holy moly, they're fantastic. You haven't been perfect, I know that, but you have been practicing. And you have found your way, and you have bumbled and stumbled and leaned left and right and weebled and wobbled till the king fell down. Is that how it goes? Humpty Dumpty? I don't know. But somehow, some way, you worked out okay. And if you feel like I'm talking to you and you say, yeah, it's kind of worked out, Scott, that's kind of cool. But maybe you feel like, hey, Scott, you're not talking about me. I'm still weeble and wobbling, and I am completely imperfect in every possible way. Well, you're not, you're here. You're practicing. You're here. You've showed up to try to practice something and turn it into your permanent lifestyle. And you will. Keep showing up. All right, I have no idea what I'm talking about tomorrow, but it's going to be awesome. I did have a conversation today. I'm kind of contemplating about a way that you can introduce yourself. I've happened a lot about how you introduce people and get conversation going right away. And it was kind of cute, kind of cool, because it tied into a client of mine's dreams. So if you're looking for a way to introduce yourself to people that will immediately get them interested in what you're doing and get a great conversation going, I think that's tomorrow's show. We'll see. I'm kind of working on that right now, but that's me. Wild hair. Let's run with it. See you at Facebook. Have a great day.